Hello everyone, welcome again to my video. So today we are going to talking and study about a quadratic equation. So let's begin our lesson. The first is, what is a quadratic equation? A quadratic equation is a type of polynomial equation in one variable where the highest power of the variable is 2. So here's the point. When we have an equation and we can see that the highest power of the variable is 2, so we can call it as a quadratic equation. A standard form from a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Here's the example of a quadratic equation. For the first example, we know that x squared plus 4x plus 5 is equal to 0. Here, the highest power of the variable is 2, so we can call it as a quadratic equation. But look at the second example. Here, we know that we have two variables, x and y, while in the definition, we know that a quadratic equation is a type of polynomial in one variable, only one variable. So, if we have two variables in a equation, we cannot say it as a quadratic equation. It seems like last example because there is two variables x and y, but in third example we know that the highest power of the variable is 4, so we cannot say it as a quadratic equation. In quadratic equation, we also learn about the roots or solutions of a quadratic equation. A root is a value that makes the equation true. When we substitute a root into the equation becomes true. So the question is how to find the solution or how to find the roots of a quadratic equation. Now, there is three methods to solving quadratic equation or to find roots of a quadratic equation. The first is factoring. In the factoring, the first step, we can find the two numbers that multiply to c and add 2. The second step is write the factor as two binomials with first term x. And the last step, write the two numbers as the last terms of the binomial factors. For example, x squared plus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now, in this example, we just need to find the two numbers that multiply that if we product the two numbers we can get 3, but if we add the two numbers we can get 4. So here's the 3 and 1. So the factoring, with the factoring, we know that the solution of this quadratic equation is -3 and -1. The second method is computing the square. In this computing the square, we just need to write in ax squared plus bx plus c, and then we can complete the square, and last we can factor and take the square root. For example, we have x squared plus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. By computing the square, we can find the nearest square from the quadratic equation that we have. So from x squared plus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0, we can write as x plus 2 squared minus 1 is equal to 0. So at the end, we know that the root of the solution or the solution of this quadratic equation is -3 and -1. Okay, the last method is a quadratic formula. Quadratic formula, the formula of quadratic formula is minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c divided by 2 times a. So if we have a quadratic equation, we just need to know the value of a, b and c, and then substitute all of the value a, b and c to the quadratic formula. For example, if we have x squared plus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0, we know that the value of a is 1, the value of b is 4, and the value of c is 3. So we just need to substitute all of the value a, b, and c to the formula. at the end, we know that the roots or the solutions of this quadratic equation is minus 2 plus minus 1, minus 2 plus 1, or minus 2 minus 1. So the solution is minus 3 and minus 1. Okay, I think that's enough for me. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this video is very very help you to understand about quadratic equation. See you to next video.